Obviously when I came here for my birthday, I wasn't expecting it, but it was me and my girlfriend. We came here and then Andrea comes out with a birthday cake and they all start singing me happy birthday. It was a nice surprise. I didn't expect it.
It's probably the only really communal hub there is on the estate now. It's quite a gem, really.
My name is Andrea Njie. I'm partner of the Lecca cafe in Bevendine.
My name is Buba Njie and I'm the husband of Andrea, and we run the cafe together, and I'm the chef and she's the one running the front.
Front of house.
What jobs have you worked before Lecca Cafe in the UK?
I came over as a UK sales manager for beer. Then I worked as a waitress in a fish and chips restaurant. And then I started in American Express, German disputes department. Started teaching German at the City College. Well, was a student doing City and Guilds part-time along. And then I had more children. And then I went back to uni doing my PGCE in food tech and textiles, supply working in between. I felt I wanted to be a bit more in control of that, and that's how I came to food.
I started working in catering, and sister wanted to carry on with her studies. I stopped the catering job and I went to take on door supervisor's job, which allows me to have time in the day to look after the kids while she's studying, and then night time I'll go back to work on the doors. It's when we came talk about the opening the cafe here, which was her idea. When she mentioned it, I couldn't believe it. I said to her, no, cafe is not going to work in here in Bevendine. And her answer was, there was no reason for people to come here, but if there is a reason, they will come. And she was right.
14 years later.
14 years later, we're still here.
Could you please explain the story of how you came to lease Lecca Cafe?
When we first got married and were expecting our first child, we were looking on buying a place, and all these areas where we lived in Brighton before were out of a financial situation. We were like, okay, where could we possibly find a decent house? He said he lived near Elm Grove, and at the bottom there was an estate agent, and I saw our house in the window, and I said, oh, look, this is our house. Where's Bevendine? Never heard of Bevendine before. He said, I don't know, but don't get too excited, he said. I said, that's our house. So we arranged a viewing, and we live in Bevendine since 22 years, so far longer. The girls went to the primary school, and yeah, I felt I have a feel for this area, you know. He wanted to come off the door work and being a chef. I don't know, I said to him, you need a 9-to-5 cooking job, really. And we started looking, and I didn't really know what else to do also, but teaching I wanted to do, really. I'm quite outgoing normally, and customer service and stuff like this is quite good. And then I just live opposite on the other side of the school. I can see this shop from my top window, and it was a builder's office before, and I looked out of the window and I thought, I wonder whether that could work. Went round and asked people, what do you think? If a cafe came along here, would you come? And oh, we don't need a greasy cuff around here, and I don't think this is going to work. And we never thought of a greasy cuff, but it was quite disheartening. And my father, who worked for a brewery and was setting out locations and furnishing new locations, he even came around and he said, what are you thinking? I've looked out of that very window and there were 6 people walking past in 2 hours. And why would you? And like he said, there was no reason to walk around here. He trusted me with this. He said, let's go all in. This is how we are, where we are now.
Yeah, so my name is Gabe, I'm 19 and I'm a student at BIM.
Well, I'm fully retired now because I'm 84, and my name's Phyllis Stevens.
I think it's just like, it's a really homely place. Obviously Andrea is like, you know, it's a character in itself. She's great, she always looks after you. But yeah, it's like, it makes you feel at home.
Somebody was online recently, asked was there anywhere that they could go to meet people, to make friends, and so I said, well, the Lecca Cafe is the best place these days. It's a nice family to get to know. Makes you feel part of the family.
Yeah.
Well, I've been coming quite a long time and never once have I thought I wouldn't come back here. I always want to come back here and spend time just chatting or eating.
Nice, as I say, a nice couple, nice family, and very friendly, very welcoming.
Thank you to all the customers that we have had and all the new customers who show, you know, a big interest in this place, and that's really nice. It's another, I think we're doing something right. Yeah. It's nice. Thank you. Thank you to you guys as well. Thanks.